I hit the road after sunset. I wasn't running away from something. I just needed space. Open roads, no calls, no responsibilities. Just me and my 2008 Impala eating up miles of asphalt in the twilight. It was supposed to be a solo journey. I didn't plan on picking anyone up, not until I saw her. It was the kind of silence that presses on your ears. No music, just the hum of the tires and occasional static from the AM radio. The sky was turning purple, sun bleeding below the horizon. The temperature dropped faster than I expected. I cracked the window. That's when I saw her. She stood just past mile marker 237, where the landscape turned into flat, endless emptiness. The moment my headlights caught her, I felt a chill. Not the kind from the night air. She didn't wave, didn't move, just stood there with that old suitcase, like she had been waiting forever. I pulled over before I could second-guess myself. The car idled as she approached. Her movements were slow, deliberate. Her eyes never quite met mine. She opened the door and slid in. "Thank you," she said quietly. Her voice was soft, like wind brushing against a curtain. "Where are you headed?" I asked. She paused. "Wherever you're going is fine." We drove in silence for a while. She stared ahead, hands folded neatly in her lap. She looked about 25, maybe 30. Pale skin, vintage-style dress, like something out of a black and white movie. "Name's Kyle," I said eventually. "Lena," she replied after a pause. I tried to make small talk. Where was she from? What brought her out here? She gave short answers, evasive ones. Said she used to live near here long ago, that she'd been waiting a long time. She never asked me anything in return. I noticed something odd about her. No phone, no jacket, no backpack. Just that old leather suitcase. It smelled faintly of dust and something older. We passed signs for towns I didn't recognize. Names half scratched off or riddled with bullet holes. One sign simply read, "Turn back." I joked about it. She didn't laugh. "They don't like visitors," she murmured. "Who?" She didn't answer, just kept looking ahead. Her hands gripped her suitcase tighter. My GPS rerouted 3 times, then froze. The radio fizzled out. We passed an old car wreck that looked like it had been there for decades. I was beginning to regret stopping. Just after midnight, a motel appeared out of nowhere. Desert Rest Inn. It hadn't been on the map. The sign buzzed and blinked in the dark. The lot was empty. No cars, no office lights. "I'm tired," Lena said suddenly, her first full sentence in hours. I pulled in. The front door creaked as we entered. No one was at the desk. Just an old bell and a single rusted key. Room 3. Lena picked it up like she knew it was for her. The room was cold. Wallpaper peeling. One dim bulb buzzed overhead. Lena placed her suitcase at the foot of the bed and sat silently, staring at the wall. I tried to sleep, but whispers kept waking me. I checked the hallway. Empty. Bathroom. Empty. But the mirror was wrong. It showed me standing there, and someone else behind me. I spun. Nothing. Back in bed, Lena hadn't moved. Eyes closed. Breathing too slow. At dawn, she was gone. The bed untouched. Her suitcase, gone too. I checked the office, still empty. My car sat alone in the lot. At the nearest gas station, I asked the old clerk if he knew a woman named Lena. He paled. "She got in again?" he muttered. "She never leaves this road." He pulled a dusty folder from under the counter. Newspaper clippings, photos. A woman standing beside a suitcase. It was Lena. The article was from 1974. Lena was hitchhiking when her car went off the highway. They never found her body, just her suitcase by the road. Over the decades, drivers reported seeing her. Some picked her up. Most never made it to their destination. "She's looking for something," the clerk said. "Or someone." I drove on, shaken, I should have turned around, but the road pulled me. I kept checking the passenger seat. It stayed empty until it didn't. Around mile marker 237, she reappeared. This time, I didn't stop. But she looked at me, through me. The engine sputtered, the wheel locked. I hit the brakes. The car stopped cold. I turned. She was there. Same pale dress, same empty expression. "You can't leave," she whispered. "You picked me up." I tried the door, locked. The lights cut out. The engine died. She opened the suitcase. Inside were old photos. One was of me, as a child. "You've been here before," she said. "You just don't remember." I woke up in my car. Same road, same time of night. GPS frozen, radio static, mile marker 237 ahead, and her. Always her.